Right now, as you're listening to this, there is a war happening. It's not a war fought with soldiers, but with silicon, optics, and billions of dollars in R&D. On one side, you have Apple, trying to convince the world that a $3,500 computer on your face is the future. On the other side, you have Mark Zuckerberg and Meta, who are about to make a move so aggressive it might just end the VR era and start the mixed reality revolution for everyone. This is the Meta Quest 4. And if the latest leaks from the supply chain are even 50% true, the headset you're wearing in 2026 is going to make the Quest 3 look like a toy from the 1990s. Welcome to my channel Tech Launch. Subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon for the new tech updates. We aren't just talking about a faster processor. We are talking about the death of the screen. We are talking about 4K micro-OLED displays, the return of eye tracking as a standard feature, and a design so slim it finally loses the brick-on-your-face aesthetic that has held VR back for a decade. 4 years, VR has been a niche. It was for the gamers, the tech enthusiasts, the early adopters. But the Quest 4 is being designed with one goal in mind: mass adoption. Meta is moving away from the Oculus legacy of gaming and moving toward Horizon OS, a world where your digital life and your physical life are indistinguishable. Let's start with the heart of the Quest 4. We've confirmed that Meta is working closely with Qualcomm on a custom variant of the Snapdragon XR2 Gen 3. But here's the secret: it's not just a speed boost. This chip is built on a 3-nanometer architecture, the same level of precision found in the latest high-end iPhones. This allows for something called neural passthrough. If you've used a Quest 3, you know the passthrough is good, but it's grainy. It's wobbly. It feels like watching a video of your room. The Quest 4 aims to solve this with dedicated AI cores that reconstruct your room in real time. Instead of just showing you a camera feed, the Quest 4 understands the geometry of your walls, the texture of your sofa, and the lighting in your kitchen. When you place a virtual screen on your wall, it won't just float there, it will cast a shadow on your actual paint. It will reflect the light from your real-world lamp. This is the presence gap that Meta is finally closing. But why does this matter for the average person? Because in 2026, the Quest 4 isn't just for Beat Saber. It's for your job. It's for your movies. It's for your social life. Imagine waking up and putting on a device that weighs 30% less than the Quest 3. Because of the new Pancake 2.0 lenses and the move to micro-OLED, the front-heavy sag of VR headsets is gone. You put it on, and instead of a menu, you see your actual room, but better. Your calendar is floating over your coffee machine. A 100-inch virtual OLED TV is hovering over your bed. And because the Quest 4 finally brings back eye tracking, a feature Meta infamously left out of the Quest 3, the device knows exactly what you're looking at. Eye tracking is the holy grail of XR. It allows for foveated rendering, which means the headset only renders the tiny spot you are looking at in full 4K resolution while blurring the periphery. This saves massive amounts of battery and allows the Quest 4 to punch way above its weight class. It also means you can navigate the UI just by looking. No more waving your arms around like a madman. You look at an icon, you pinch your fingers, and it opens. It's the Vision Pro experience, but for a fraction of the price. Speaking of price,